first baseman, number 22, Drake Palak. Batting fourth, left fielder, number 18, Dominic Sears. Batting fifth, designated hitter, number 21, James McCallum. Batting sixth, third baseman, number 24, Dominic Robb. Batting seventh, shortstop, number 37, batting seventh, in right field, number 21, Kai Tanahashi Ho. Batting fifth, in center field, number 6, Bill Weyburn. Batting third, in left field, number 30, Matt Corbin. Batting ninth, for third base, number 18, Brent Kosick. Batting sixth, at shortstop, number 15, Logan McDougall. Team off, at second base, number 14, Tanner Hubert. Hitting cleanup at first base, number 24, Zach Taylor. The catcher, number 5, Cade Corbin. And the starting pitcher for the Cards, number 20, Sean Monroe. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the American and the Canadian national anthems.
Is it like pausing clocks maybe or something like that? Like why is there dogs in the field? Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to this Western Canadian Baseball League matchup between your hometown Yorkton Cardinals and the visiting Weyburn Beavers. It's the final home game of the season for the Cardinals this evening. Kind of a sad night, but also a season to build on for next year. Sponsor this evening, The Rock, and Randy Atkinson throwing out the first pitch this evening on behalf of their local radio station. Setting the defense tonight for the Yorkton Cardinals, catching this evening is number 5, Kate Corbett. Sean Monroe is tonight's starting pitcher. Over at first base, Zach Taylor. Tanner Huber, the native out of Unity, Saskatchewan, is playing second. Like I said, Granco Sankey out of Wisconsin is at third base. And Logan McDougall, the University of Calgary product, is at shortstop. Kai Takahashi Ho, the lefty, out in left field. Phil Wayland is in center field, and the other University of Calgary product in Matt Corman is in right field. Warren Burrell will be your home plate umpire tonight, calling the balls and strikes. Over at third is Daryl Zimmer, and Miles Parr will be over at first base. A beautiful night for ball here in Yorkton. Only a slight wind. Looks like it's moving the flags just a tad bit, so it shouldn't be that much of an influence this evening. Either way, Garrett Perez, the center fielder this evening for the Weyburn Beavers, will lead things off for them in the top of the first. I do believe the Weyburn Beavers hit third in the Western Canadian Baseball League East Division behind the Regina Red Sox and Swift Current 57s. Perez takes a first pitch ball. It is Paws and Claws night here in Yorkton, as we do have a shelter that takes in dogs and people can go adopt them, just kind of like the SPCA. If you are from the United States, we do have that in Canada as well. But a good night for people to come and watch some ball, maybe take home a furry friend and help out our local animal shelter. 2-0 to count to Garrett Perez, the center fielder. Hits this one to Granco Sankey over at third. He'll fire it over to Taylor at first for out number 1.
That's the first out of the game. Now batting right fielder, number 19, Jack Berry.
So Perez goes out, grounds out, 5-3 for out number 1. Jack Berry, the right fielder, now up for the Beavers here in their first. First pitch to Berry is low and outside for ball 1. A swing and a miss from Berry evens the count at 1-1. This one's drilled right back up the middle as Jack Berry will reach on the single to center field. So the Beavers got a runner on with one gone in their first. As Drake Palat, the first baseman, steps in. Yeah, I'd say maybe Palat. Drake Palat stepping in. 302 average on the season for the Beavers. Takes this one inside, nearly hits him for ball one. A good fastball from Sean Monroe is in there for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to the Beavers' first baseman. The 1-1 offering is just outside, but blocked by Cade Corbett, and Barry will reach second on the wild pitch. So Barry moves over to second here. Only one gone in the Beavers' first. Two balls and 1 strike to Drake Pilots. This one's hit back up the middle. McDougall checks over at third and throws over to first for out number 2.
Black ground level shortstop for the second out of the inning. Now batting left fielder number 18, Dominic Seary.
Dominic Seary, the left fielder, now in with a .310 average on the season for himself. They're going to look to drive in this run from third. That's 2 gone in the Beaver first. A good fastball from Sean Monroe is in there for a called first strike. The 0-1 offering. It's a good curveball, kind of fooled Sear, but other ways inside and low for ball one, even to the count at 1-1. This one will go to the backstop, and the Beavers will score a run in the first. Two balls, 1 strike to count to Dominic Sear here in the Beaver first. 2 gone, however. This one's hit straight up in the air and tailing to right center field as Phil Whalen runs over there and catches it for out number 3. That does it for the Beavers. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors from the Cardinals, and none left on. After half an inning completed, the Weyburn Beavers 1. The Yorkton Cardinals coming to bat. We'll be right back with the bottom of the first. Here, you're watching Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. Welcome back to Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. The Beavers did strike in the top of the first after a pass ball that did score. 1 run for the Beavers. Only 1 run, though, however, and Tanner Huber, the Unity Saskatchewan product in Bismarck State, will lead things off here for the Cards in their first. Huber, .230 on the season, has been doing quite well recently. Swings halfway, but is in there either way for a called first strike. This one's hit right back up the middle, and Tanner Huber leads things off. How a leadoff guy should. Gets on with a single to center.
Huber single to center, now batting designated hitter number 12, Luke Shakaric.
Luke Shakaric, the big power hitter, playing the DH position this afternoon for Sean Monroe. 216 on the season for Luke Shakaric. Tanner Huber didn't take much time. This one's in the dirt. Catcher's looking for it, but Huber will stay put at first. So 1 ball, no strikes to Luke Shakaric. Swung on and missed, fouled off into the catcher. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Luke Shakaric. Christian Vick on the mound. And another single as Luke Shakaric drills this one back up the middle. Cardinals got runners on first and second. None gone here in the first.
Shakaric with the single to center, now batting left fielder number 30, Matt Corman.
So 2 hits for the Cardinals here in the first. Seeing if Matt Corman can move him around or maybe sacrifice himself. See what the call is here from bench boss Robbie Dombrowski. A little bit of a puddle behind the mound, but shouldn't be a problem. First pitch to Matt Corman goes for the bunt, but pulls back just in time. Outside, ball 1. The 1-0 offering from Matt Corman. First baseman, third baseman are a beautiful bunt. And he'll just have to go to first. Beautiful sacrifice bunt. Moves the runners to second and third.
Corman with the sacrifice bunt for the first out of the inning. Now batting first baseman number 24, Zach Taylor.
So Tanner Huber moves over to the third. Luke Shakaric over to second on the sacrifice. And Zach Taylor, the first baseman this evening, is now in. 220 on the season for himself. First pitch to Taylor is fouled back into the screen for strike 1. Cardinals looking to tie it here in the first after the Beavers took the 1-0 lead in the top half. This one's hit deep into the gap, and Zach Taylor will have himself an RBI. Maybe more. 2 RBI double for Zach Taylor, and the Cardinals take the 2-1 lead.
Taylor with the 2 RBI double brings up the center fielder, number 6, Phil Weyburn.
So Zach Taylor with the double, 2 RBIs, gives the Cardinals the 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the first. Phil Whalen will step in now, the center fielder. 174 takes a first pitch called strike. A swing and a miss from Whalen. No balls, 2 strikes. This one's fouled off. Keeps the count at 0-2. Decent crowd. This one's high and inside to Phil Whalen for ball 1. A swing and miss from Whalen as he goes down on strikes for out number 2. Logan McDougall, a Summerside PEI native and University of Calgary product, will be up at the plate now. 183 average on the 2019 summer season. This one's upstairs for ball 1. This one's inside as well. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Outside to McDougall. Fills the count. 3 balls, no strikes the count. To the Cardinal shortstop. Takahashi Ho on deck for the Cardinals. The 3-0 offering is in there for a called first strike. That one catches the inside corner, fills the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. This one's hit to the right side and will sneak through. For a single, will hold Taylor at third base.
McDougall singles to right, now batting right fielder number 21, Kai Takahashi Ho.
So Kai Takahashi Ho, the right fielder, will step in for the Cards. Two gone here in the Cardinal first. Runners on first and third for the Cardinals right fielder. Batting 173 on the summer season so far for Takahashi Ho. The first pitch to him is in there for a called first strike. Good crowd on hand here tonight at Jubilee Park for the last home game of the 2019 season. That one's inside on Takahashi Ho for a ball, evens the count, 1-1. Takahashi Ho calls time as it looks like he might have some dirt in his eye or some dust. The 1-1 offering from Christian Vick to Kai Takahashi Ho is hit down the right field line. That'll get down. And Kai Takahashi Ho's got himself a single, maybe more. And then they're waving him around here. Either way, Cards score 3 runs.
In the bottom of the first, Cardinals scored 3 runs on 5 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on. After 1 complete, it's the Yorkton Cardinals 3, Weyburn Beavers 1.
So in the Cardinals first, they score 3 runs off of 5 hits, no Weyburn Beaver errors, and leave 1 man stranded. After 1 completed, it's the Yorkton Cardinals 3, the Weyburn Beavers 1. We'll be right back with the top of the second. You're watching Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. Welcome back to Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. The Weyburn Beavers are in town taking on the Cardinals here in the home game finale of the 2019 season for the Cards. Cards had 3 runs off 5 hits in the first inning to take the 3-1 lead as we are here in the top of the second. And James McCallum, the designated hitter, will lead things off. A ball taken just outside for ball 1. Two balls, 1 strike, the count to James McCallum, the designated hitter for the Beavers. This one's taken upstairs for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three and 1 offering is fouled off into Cade Corbett's mask. He failed the count at 2-2. Rather, 3 balls, 2 strikes. My apologies. But I'll make it a full count. A good pitch from Monroe is just a tad outside, according to home plate umpire Warren Burrell, as McCallum reaches on the walk. Either way, Dominic Bravo, the third baseman, will step in now. None gone here in the Beavers' second. Thanks to everybody for tuning in tonight. You can let us know in the comments section where you are tuning in from, whether you're a Cards fan, Beavers fan, you're all welcome. And let us know where you're tuning in from. It's all very interesting to see where we're getting viewers from. Bravo takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a called first strike from Sean Monroe. Ball's in the dirt.
Wild pitch E2. Wild pitch to second.
Okay.
And then E2 to get from second
Okay. So James McCallum reaches second base on the wild pitch and then moves over to the third on the air. So McCallum's over at third, and Dominic Bravo swings and misses as the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes to the third baseman. Bravo is batting .253 on the season. Swing and a miss from Bravo as he goes down on strikes for out number 1.
Justin is our beer batter tonight. He fails to reach base. Beer goes on sale, 2 for $8 for 5 minutes at the Joe Beavers Beer Shack.
So the beer batter and shortstop and Justin Summers will step up to the plate, batting .275 on his season so far. The Cardinals, after tonight, will head out west to take on the Edmonton Prospects in a 2-game series. Then we'll travel more north, if you can believe it, for a 3-game series with the Fort McMurray Giants before returning home for the end of the season for the Cardinals. Summers takes the first pitch called on the inside corner for a strike. Another good curveball from Sean Monroe is in there. No balls and 2 strikes to Justin Summers. 1 gone here in the Beavers' second, as McCallum still stands over at third base. A swing and a miss from Summers.
And with that, beer now on sale, 2 for $8 for 5 minutes at the Joe Beavers Beer Shack. Now batting second base, number 15, Carson Hawk.
So 2 gone here. A good fight back from Sean Monroe on 2 back-to-back strikeouts swinging by the Beavers. The second baseman in Carson Hawk will come in and fouls the first one off. No balls, 1 strike.
Get yourself $1. I thought you told me that.
Maybe I did. Carson Hawk fouls the first one back for a strike. Takes a second pitch just on the outside corner, just a tad bit outside for ball 1 to even the count.
0-1-1, right?
Yeah. So far, yeah. This one's hit to right field, and Matt Corman will get there and makes the catch. No runs, no hits. 1 Yorkton Cardinal there. They leave 1 stranded after 1.5 complete. It's the Yorkton Cardinals 3, Weyburn Beavers 1. We'll be back with the Yorkton Cardinals bottom of the second just after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yorkton Cardinals baseball. You're watching it here on YouTube Live, and the Weyburn Beavers in town as Cade Corbett, the catcher, leads things off for the Cardinals. This first pitch is fouled off for strike 1 on Kate Corbett. A handful of games on the Western Canadian Baseball League scheduled tonight. We'll get to them in a little bit as Kate Corbett pops this one straight up as the second baseman and shortstop will move over to get it. And it will be the shortstop getting it for out number one.
That's the first out of the eighth. Now batting third baseman, number 18, Grant Kosenki.
Grant Kosenki, the native out of Wisconsin, now up to bat here. Kosenki batting .206 on the season. Been swinging a hot bat lately. Takes this one inside for ball one. A very, very good crowd on hand tonight for the last Cardinal game of the season. The community's coming out to support them. And this one's bobbled by the third baseman as Kosenki will reach on the infield air.
Now batting second baseman, number 14, Tanner Huber.
Are you calling that an air?
I think so.
We'll bring back up Tanner Huber, who reached and scored on a single. He singled, as he is our leadoff guy this evening. He singled in the first to center and was one of three Yorkton Cardinal runs in the first. Looking to do the same here. This one's hit to right field, and it'll get through as Kosenki's got his boots moving. And he's thrown out at third, trying to reach.
Huber signals to the right. And Kosenki's thrown out at third for the second out. Now batting the designated hitter, number 12, Luke Shakira.
So two gone here in the Cardinal second inning as Luke Shakira, the designated hitter, steps back in. My apologies. He singled to center as well and scored in the first inning. Looking to do the same thing here. Tanner Huber did reach on the single to right. This one's fouled back into the screen. Shakira with a powerful swing. And if he gets the ball and gets a hold of the ball, she's not coming down for a while. No balls, one strike, the count. This one is thrown in the dirt, and Tanner Huber will move over on the wild pitch.
Yeah.
So one ball, one strike, the count to Luke Shakaric. This one's hit hard down the line, and they're going to hold him at third as the right fielder does have a powerful arm. And it bounces over his head, and Tanner Huber will score. A series of events.
Right, and advances to second on the air. Now batting left fielder, number 30, Matt Corbin. Yeah, there's no RBI on that because he scored after the throw.
So are you considering that an error?
Yes.
That's how he scored?
E9, yeah.
Okay.
Make the E9 between third and home on.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he advanced on.
Yeah, so it doesn't light up the box, so it shows that it's unearned.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Corman, the left fielder, coming back in for the Cardinals as Luke Shakaric is over at second base. Corman swings and misses. Yeah. Corman swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. This one's singled. And the Beavers center fielder will get there. That'll do it for the Cards. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 Beaver errors. They leave 1 stranded. After 2 complete, it's the Yorkton Cardinals 4, the Weyburn Beavers 1. We'll be right back with the top of the third. You're watching Yorkton Cardinals baseball. Stay tuned here on YouTube. Welcome back to Yorkton Cardinals baseball. We are here in the top of the third inning. Beavers had one in the first, none in the second. And the Cardinals 3 in the first, 1 in the second. Cardinals lead 4-1 after 2 complete. Sean Monroe still on the hill for the Cards as Tristan Rodriguez, the catcher, now in, takes the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Good pitch from Monroe is in there, called strike, evens the count. Yeah, good crowd though. Go big or go home. 2 balls, 1 strike to Tristan Rodriguez, batting .225 on the season. Beavers got good sticks. They don't have any batters that are under the average of 200. In this lineup, I should say anyway. A called strike on the outside corner. Good fastball evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one's hit out to left field rather. Kai Takahashi Ho will get there for out number 1.
That's the first out of the inning. Now batting center fielder number 5, Garrett Perez.
I don't know. So 1 gone here in the Beavers' third as Garrett Perez leads things off and takes a first pitch ball. This one's hit back out to left field, and Kai Takahashi Ho and Phil Whalen are on the run, and Whalen will get there for out number 2.
Now the second out of the inning. Now batting right fielder number 19, Jack Berry.
Jack Berry steps back in, singled and scored in the first. Jack Berry takes the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to the Beavers' right fielder. Train rolling through town as we continue here with called strike. Upstairs catches the top of the zone for strike number 1. Evens the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. A swing and a miss from Jack Berry. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on the Beavers' right fielder. Miles Parr says he did go around. No runs, no hits, no Cardinal errors. Beavers lead unstranded. After 2.5, it's the Cardinals 4, Beavers 1. They'll be right back with the bottom of the third, and the Cardinals are coming up to bat. You're watching Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, wherever you may be tuning into. You're watching Yorkton Cardinals baseball. Weyburn Beavers went down in order last inning as Zach Taylor leads things off for the Cardinals here in their third. Takes a first pitch ball. 1 ball, no strikes to the first baseman this evening. This one's hit back to the shortstop, and Taylor will ground out 6-3 for out number 1.
That's the first out of the inning. Now batting center fielder, number 6, Bill Weyburn.
This one's taken for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Yeah, it's good. Hitting the ball well. Phil Whalen pops this one straight back over the sound booth, evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's taken on the inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike to the Cardinals center fielder. This one's fouled out of play, evens the count 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone here in the Cardinal third as the Cardinals do lead 4-1. The 2-2 offering to Phil Whalen is outside and blocked by the Beavers catcher. Fills the count 3-2. The full count offering to Phil Whalen is fouled straight up. First baseman, right fielder, and second baseman all running over there. But it will get out of play, keeping it full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. This one's fouled back, catches a little bit of the catcher, a little bit of the umpire. Still full either way, though. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, I can do it after this inning. Phil Whalen put on one heck of a battle here, fouls another one off. The 3-2 offering once again is hit back up the middle. Phil Whalen will win this battle with a single back up the middle of the center. Cardinals got a runner, 1 gone here in the third inning.
Whalen single to center, now batting shortstop number 15, Logan McDougall.
So Logan McDougall will step back in. McDougall singled back in the first as part of the 5-hit first inning of the Cardinals. So yes, 1 gone here in the third inning. We're not in the first inning, we're in the third inning. As the first pitch to McDougall is swung on and missed for strike 1. The 0-1 offering to McDougall, and Phil Whalen's on the run. He's going to test the arm. And he's in there with a stolen base. So Phil Whalen steals second base. No balls, 2 strikes to count to McDougall, however. The 0-2 offering to Logan McDougall is hit down the line. Foul.
Give him the puck.
The 0-2 offering once again from Vic is popped up straight in the infield. Some miscommunication over there as the catcher said, I got it. First baseman said he had it, but catcher takes it either way. McDougall flies out for out number 2.
Brings up the right fielder, number 21, Kai Takahashi-Ho.
So Kai Takahashi-Ho, the right fielder, back in as he singled what was left on base in the first. This one's fouled up the first base line, and the first baseman will pick it up foul. So foul ball, no balls, 1 strike to Takahashi-Ho. The 0-1 offering from Vic is a curveball in the outside corner for a ball 1. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, I'll go turn the lights on after this inning, this half inning, just so they're warmed up by the time it gets dark. So the 1-1 offering to Takahashi-Ho is popped straight up into the infield, somewhere between shortstop calls off the third baseman. That does it for the Cards. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Leave 1 on. After 3 completed, it's the Weyburn Beavers 1, the Yorkton Cardinals 4. We'll be right back to the top of the 4th right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Yorkton Cardinals baseball. Here we are in the top of the 4th, and 2 balls, no strikes to Drake Pelot. 3 balls, no strikes now. The first baseman who grounded out in his first at bat in the first inning. You get a fastball from Monroe is in there, called for strike. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. Sun's starting to set here. It's cooling off quite a bit. That one's inside as Pilat draws the walk.
Pilat draws the walk. Now batting left fielder, number 18, Dominic Sears.
Dominic Sear, the left fielder, will step in now. None gone here in the Beavers' fourth. He takes a fastball from Monroe just a tad low for ball one. This one's hit to third base. Kosenki picks it up. Over to Huber. Over to Taylor. Double play. Just what the doctor ordered. 5-4-3 double play as two gone here in the Beavers' fourth. Not what the Beavers were hoping for. But that play electrified the Cardinals' home crowd. Two gone here in the Beavers' fourth. First pitch to James McCallum, who drew a walk in his first at bat. In the second, takes a first pitch here in the fourth in the dirt for ball one. A good fastball from Monroe is in there for a called strike. McCallum fouls this one off, and it'll get into the beer gardens for strike number two. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to James McCallum. This one's hit to left field, and Takahashi Ho will get under it. That'll do it for the Beavers. Good, they go down in order again. No runs, no hits, no Cardinal errors. Need none stranded after 4 and 3.5 complete. Cardinals 4, Beavers 1. We'll be right back with the Cardinals, bottom of the fourth. They're coming to bat. Stay tuned. You're watching Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. Cade Corbett leading things off for the Cardinals in their fourth. Takes a first pitch strike, also a second pitch strike. No balls, 2 strikes. This one's upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Corbett fouls this one back, keeps the count 2-2. This one's grounded to the shortstop. He picks it up, throws it over to first on time for out number 1.
Corbett ground rule for the first out of the game. Now batting third base, number 18,
Grant Kosenki will step back in, reached on an infield there, back in his first at bat in the second. Looking to reach again here in the fourth. So Grant Kosenki will take the first pitch outside for ball number 1. Swing and a miss from Kosenki evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. This one's popped straight up over the sound booth for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good hold from Kosenki evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes as that curved ball is just on the outside corner. The 2-2 offering from Christian Vick to Grant Kosenki is hit back up the middle. The shortstop will pick it up and fire over to first just in time for out number 2.
That's the second out of the game. Now batting second baseman, number 14, Tanner Hubert.
So Tanner Huber, who is 2 for 2 on the evening so far, will step back into singles to his name. Looking to go 3-4-3 here against Christian Vick. Takes a first pitch strike on the outside corner to open up the count. That one's upstairs and inside, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. This one's a high bouncer over to first and takes a weird bounce off the lip, but the first baseman will get there and put him out for out number 3. Cards go down in order. No runs, no hits, no Beaver errors. Leave 1 stranded after 4 complete. It's the Yorkton Cardinals 4, and the Beavers 1. We'll be right back with the top of the 5th right after this. A few other games here on the schedule this evening in the Western Canadian Baseball League. We'll update you here as we're nearly halfway through this game. As in the top of the 3rd inning, the Swift Current 57s lead the Brooks Bombers 8-0. Fort McMurray's leading Edmonton in the bottom of the 3rd at Shell Place 4-0. The game between Medicine Hat and Okotoks says that it is not started yet. Maybe they got some rain in Okotoks, not too sure. And Regina leads Melville Millionaires 3-0 in the top of the 4th. The game's being played in Melville, just down the highway here, about 20 minutes in Melville. That being said, we will take a break and be back here in the top of the 5th. You're watching Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. a little bit. Welcome back to Yorkton Cardinals baseball, top of the fifth. Weyburn Beavers leading things off as Dominic Bravo, the third baseman, takes a first pitch in there called strike. No balls, one strike to count. A swing and a miss from Bravo as he makes the count, no balls and two strikes. No balls and two strikes to the third baseman, Bravo, as Sean Monroe hits his back one up the middle to McDougall. He'll fire over to Zach Taylor for out number one.
And that's the first out of the inning. Now batting into the beer batter, the shortstop, number 37, Justin Summers. Justin fails to reach base. Beer goes on sale, 2 for $8 for 5 minutes. The Joe Beavers Beer Shack.
You heard it there first, folks. Justin Summers, the shortstop and beer batter tonight, if he goes out, beer is on sale. So either way, he'll make someone happy here, whether it's his coach, whether it's the crowd, whether it's his team. Someone's going to be happy, but Summers struck out in his first at-bat in the second, looking to get something started here for the Beavers in their fifth. Takes the first pitch outside for a ball. One ball, no strikes to count. That one's in there from Monroe. A good fastball evens the count to 1-1. A swing and a miss from Summers. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. That one's in the dirt for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one's hit in the air to right field, and looks like that's Garrett Houston over there. As substitution was made that we did not know about. No, that was Corman. Yeah.
Oh, Corman's behind the plate now.
What the heck?
Okay. And Takahashi going left.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll change it up after this. So Justin Summers takes another pitch in the dirt, fills the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the shortstop for the Beavers. A swing and a miss from Summers. Beavers on.
2 for $8 for the next 5 minutes. The Joe Beavers Beer Shack. Now batting second base, number 50, Carson Hall.
The beer batter making fans happy with 2 strikeouts to his name so far this evening. 2 gone here with the Beavers' fifth as Carson Hawk, the second baseman, steps in. Hawk 0 for 1 after flying out to right field in his first at-bat in the second inning. First pitch hit on the ground to Tanner Huber. Stops, throws over to Taylor, and that does it for the Beavers. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. After 4.5, Cardinals 4, Beavers 1. You're watching Yorkton Cardinal Baseball. We'll be back with the Cardinals, bottom of the fifth, here on YouTube Live. Welcome back, folks. Yorkton Cardinals baseball, bottom of the fifth inning here in Yorkton. 4-1 Cardinals lead at the moment as Luke Shakaric will step in here for the Cards in their fifth.
Luke's change. Swing strike.
Okay. Hit by pitch. So Luke Shakaric is hit by the pitch.
Shakaric hit by pitch. Now batting catcher, number 30, Matt Corbin.
So Shakaric is hit by the pitch as the leadoff guy here in Yorkton, as Matt Corman, the catcher now, as he moved from the outfield into catcher. Cade Corbett is now out of the game. Garrett Houston is in as Corman fouls this one back into the screen for strike number one. This one's hit to the shortstop. 6-4-3 double play. And that does it. Zach Taylor coming back up now. Two gone.
That's two away. Now batting first baseman, number 24, Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor, the first baseman, back in. Taylor 1 for 2 with a double and a ground out to his name so far. This one's fouled back and it hit a fan that was walking by.
Who wants what? Or I'll try. Thank you. Yeah. Baby.
You ask for too much, Nick. Zach Taylor, no balls, 2 strikes so far here in his fifth. Fouls this one right off the top of the head of the catcher. As home plate umpire Warren Burrell will take this one out to the pitcher, give the catcher some time to take a breath or two. No balls, 2 strikes to Taylor. Taylor swings and misses. Cards go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. After 5 complete, it's the Weyburn Beavers 4, the Yorkton Cardinals 1. We'll be right back with the top of the 6th. You're watching Yorkton Cardinals baseball on YouTube Live. Welcome back to Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. We are in the top of the 6th as Tristan Rodriguez, the catcher this evening for the Beavers, will lead things off. Flew out to Takahashi Ho in left field.
Right field is number 7, Garrett Houston. Moving to left field, number 21, Kai Takahashi Ho. And at catcher is number 30, Matt Corman.
The whole time. Swing and a miss from Tristan Rodriguez. No balls, one strike. The 0-1 offering is swung on and missed as well. No balls, two strikes. A swing and a miss from Rodriguez. He goes down on strikes for out number one. So Garrett Perez, the leadoff man, who's over 2 on his line this evening, takes the first pitch inside for ball number 1. Sean Monroe working himself through 5 1/3 innings so far tonight, only allowing 1 hit so far through those innings. So pitching quite well for the Cards. A good fastball from him is in there for a called strike. 1-1 the count. This one's hit on the ground to Kosanke. Kosanke fires across to Taylor. What a scoop. A beautiful scoop from Zach Taylor for out number 2. So 2 gone here in the Beavers' 6th inning as Jack Berry, the right fielder, comes back in. He's 1 for 2 with a single and strikeout to his name so far tonight. This one's hit on the ground as it will find a hole and go out to left field, and Takahashi Ho will pick it up and toss it in. Jack Berry with a 2-out single here in the Beavers' 6th. So Drake Platt, the first baseman, now back in. He is 0 for 1 as grounded out, reached on base via the walk in the 4th. Good curveball from Monroe is in there for a called first strike. Berry over at first. No balls, 1 strike the count to Drake Palat. Another good curveball, but just a tad low and outside, evens the count at 1-1. This one's fouled out of play. You like treats, Greg? 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Drake Platt. The 1-2 offering is in the dirt. Good block by Corman. He'll attempt to throw it over to second, but he will steal second on the wild pitch. So Berry moves over to second, 2-2 the count here at the plate, though, for first baseman Palat. 2 gone here in the Beavers' 6th. This one's hit on the ground to Tanner Huber. Huber picks it up, throws over to Taylor. That does it for the Beavers. No runs, one hit. They leave no errors, and leave one man stranded after 5.5. Cardinals 4, Beavers 1. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live as Phil Whalen, the center fielder, will lead things off for the Cards. Whalen struck out and singled in third. Had a 9-pitch at bat in his last at bat. Takes a first pitch called for a strike here in the 6th. That one's outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. This one's fouled out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just got word that the big pot of $450 is our jackpot tonight at Jubilee Park. Phil Whalen flies, pops this one to right field, and the right fielder will get there and record out number 1.
That's the first out of the inning. Now back to shortstop, number 15, Logan McDougall.
So Logan McDougall, the product out of Summerside PEI, will step in now for the Cards. 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout in foul territory to the first baseman his last at bat. Here he hits a high grounder, barehanded by the shortstop and fired over there for out number 2. A beautiful play by Justin Summers, the shortstop for the Beavers tonight. He's barehanded it, threw it right over there, and got McDougall for out number 2. Kai Takahashi-Ho, the left fielder, stepping in now for the Cards, takes a first pitch inside and low for ball 1. High and upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And the Beavers pitcher is leaning over a little bit, maybe in some discomfort. But either way, he's going to continue to pitch here to Takahashi-Ho. 2 gone in the Cardinals' 6th. That one's low and outside. 3 balls, no strikes. In there, called for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count. That one's inside. Takahashi-Ho draws the 2-out walk.
Now batting right fielder, number 7, Garrett Houston.
Garrett Houston, the rookie out of Melville, Saskatchewan, just down the highway, will step in here and fouls the first one back. One of his teammates came up here and played a little prank on him. Nick Hoyt came up here and said that he wanted some old classic Justin Bieber for his walk-up song. So get a smile out of the Cardinals bench and the bench boss and Robbie Dombrowski. But Houston takes his second pitch in there, called second strike. The 0-2 offering to Garrett Houston is swung on and missed. That does it for the Cards. No runs, no hits, no Beaver errors. They leave one stranded. After 6 complete, it's the Cardinals 4, Beavers 1. We'll be right back with the top of the 7th. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. So Sear doubled. Yeah, he doubled, and then James McCallum grounded out to Zach Taylor over at first, which moved Sear over to third. And then Bravo hit a single, or hit a ball in the infield, and Kosenki threw it to home. Yeah. Sear was out number 2. So now Justin Summers, the shortstop, in, and the count is 1-1, 2-0. 3 balls, no strikes to count to Justin Summers, the shortstop. Summers is 0 for 2 on the evening. Now one's inside on him, as it'll draw the 2-out walk. Carson Hawk, the second baseman, will step in now. He's also 0 for 2 on the night himself. Flew out to right field, grounded out to Tanner Huber at second. Takes a first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 offering from Sean Monroe to Carson Hawk is hit down the first base line and grabbed by Zach Taylor. And he is called out at first, so that'll do it for the Beavers. No runs, 1 hit, no Cardinal errors. They leave 2 men stranded. After 6.5, it's the Cardinals 4, Beavers 1. We'll be right back. We'll do some singing, we'll do some stretching, and we'll be right back with the Cardinals bottom of the 7th. You're watching Cardinal Baseball here on YouTube Live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. Thank you once again for joining us tonight, wherever you may be tuning in from. Yorkton Cardinals, players, fans, we all appreciate you tuning in and watching Cardinal baseball from across the country, even in the United States as well. As I know a bunch of our fans do tune in from south of the border. Grant Kosinski from Wisconsin will lead things off here for the Cards in the 7th. Takes a first pitch outside for a ball. The 1-0 offering is hit in the air over near the Cardinal dugout, but this one will get out of play for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kosinski. Christian Vick still in the game for the Beavers as he delivers the 1-0 offering outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to the third baseman in Grant Kosinski. Kosinski pops this one foul near this time over the Beavers dugout for strike 2, evens the count 2-2. This one's hit back up the middle, and Kosenki's got a single to center here in the Cardinals' 7th.
Kosenki singles to center, now batting second baseman, number 14, Tanner Huber.
So Tanner Huber, 2 for 3 on the night so far for the Cardinals' leadoff man and second baseman, as Christian Vick will get a visit from his catcher. And while he's doing that, we'll take a look at the updated out-of-town scoreboard. Currently in the bottom of the 5th, Swift Current still leads Brooks 8-0. In the top of the 5th at Shell Place in Fort McMurray, Alberta, it's the Giants lead in Prospects 5-1. Still nothing from the Medicine Hat Okotoks game, as it seems maybe they got some rain at Siemens Stadium in Okotoks, but unconfirmed. And in the bottom of the 5th, the Regina Red Sox lead the Melville Millionaires 8-0. Getting back to this game, Tanner Huber leading things off. He's got his bat out there as if he's going to bunt. And Grant Kosenki will steal second with no throw. So Grant Kosenki moves into scoring position. None gone here in the Cardinals' 7th as Tanner Huber took that first pitch for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Huber as he puts his bat out once again. The beautiful bunt down the third base line. They'll throw over to first and he'll get him. So the sack bunt moves.
Number 12, Luke Shakira.
So Grant Kosenki moves over to third as the beautiful sacrifice bunt by Tanner Huber is successful, as Luke Shakaric, the DH, will come up now for the Redbirds. Shakaric, 2 for 2 with 2 singles, who was also hit by the pitch, though, however, in the 5th inning. Shakaric. As the catcher calls time, looks like he wanted to go out there, but is here. As they will intentionally walk Luke Shakaric.
Shakaric with the intentional walk. Now batting catcher number 3, Matt Corman.
So Shakaric reaches on the intentional pass, so that's what they're talking. The catcher was talking to his bench boss with over to his right. As Matt Corman, the catcher now, will step in. As my believing is they're trying to get a double play set up here to get them out of the inning. However, Vic throws a first pitch ball to Matt Corman, who is 0 for 2. Sack, fly out, and a double play ground out victim as well. As Matt Corman will call time, and he will go walk to his left a few feet over to bench boss in Robbie Dombrowski, as he is maybe a bit confused as to what's happening. But either way, Robbie just gives him a pat on the shoulder, tells him, hit the ball, Matt. So 1 ball, no strikes to count to Matt Corman. Luke Shakaric still over at first, and Grant Kosenki is over at third. Only 1 gone, like I said. The 1-0 offering from Christian Vick is a bunt, and we got a sack suicide squeeze on here. Oh, beautiful play. Shocked me. So Matt Corman with a suicide squeeze as Grant Kosenki started coming home. A little bit of a pop-up, but he thought. And the first baseman kind of froze as he kind of wasn't expecting it, just like I wasn't expecting it. But either way, Cards score a run here in the bottom of the 7th. Now lead 5-1. As Zach Taylor steps in here. Takes the first pitch upstairs for a ball. So Zach Taylor takes a called strike to even the count at 1-1. Swing and a miss from Taylor. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A swing and a miss from Taylor as he goes down on strikes for out number 2.
That's the second goal of the game. Now batting center fielder number 6, Phil Weyburn.
So Phil Whalen steps in, and he's first pitch swinging. That one's over in right field. A little bit of miscommunication, and he drops it. Good effort by the second baseman, however. But it is a foul ball either way. No balls, 1 strike to Phil Whalen.
No error there.
Yep. He came a long way. A long way to put an attempt at that. He did get his glove on. He did had it for a sec, hit the ground, and then the ball popped out. So not sure if you were able to see that on our broadcast, but it was quite in foul territory. Either way, Phil Whalen, no balls, 1 strike to him here in the Cardinals' 7th. Still a good crowd on hand as people have stuck around here as the Cardinals do lead 5-1 late in the 7th inning. Cardinals do have some action in their bullpen as Andrew Magnus steps up. And Phil Whalen hits this one to second base, and he's safe. Wow. Matt Corman.
Now batting shortstop number 15, Logan McDougall.
Just fielder's choice, everyone advances safely, basically.
This one's hit in the hole, and McDougall will Logan McDougall with a double, 2 RBIs, and the Cardinals lead 7-1.
2 RBI single brings up the left fielder number 21, Ty Takahashimo.
And it looks like the manager of Weyburn will come in. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you may be tuning in for a 3-run 7th inning here for the Cardinals. They now lead 7-1 as Shandon Herrera will take over now on the mound for the Beavers. Runners still on second and third as Logan McDougall is over at second. And Phil Whalen is over at third. Kai Takahashi-Ho stepping in for the Cards. The first pitch to Takahashi-Ho is in there. A good fastball from Herrera for a called first strike. That one's inside. It sounded like it hit him, actually, but ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three 3-0-2. That one's in the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike to Takahashi-Ho. This one's popped a mile high in the air. First baseman's over there, and he'll get it. 3 runs, 3 hits, no Weyburn errors. They leave 2 stranded after 7 complete. It's the Yorkton Cardinals 7, the Weyburn Beavers 1. We'll be right back with the top of the 8th inning right after this. You're watching Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. Leading things off for the Weyburn Beavers here in their top of the 8th is the 9-hole hitter in Tristan Rodriguez. Rodriguez 0 for 2, a fly-out strikeout victim back in the 6th inning. So Rodriguez will look to erase that 0-2 tonight and get something started here for the Beavers. They're down 6 late. Takes the first pitch ball. 1 ball, no strikes. A swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sean Monroe still on the mound, actually. He's got 7 innings so far tonight, looking to make it 8. As there is some action still in the Yorkton bullpen. This one's hit down the line, and it is called fair by Miles Parr. Into the Weyburn bullpen, and Tristan Rodriguez. And he'll be stopped at second as the ball went out of play.
Ground rule double for Tristan Rodriguez. Now batting center fielder number 5, Garrett Perez.
So a ground rule double for Tristan Rodriguez as the Beavers have something going here in the 8th inning. Runner on second as Garrett Perez will step back up. 0 for 3 on the night so far for him. 2 ground outs to third base at Graham Kosenki and a fly out to Phil Whalen in center. This one's inside, ball one. This one's low, ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. Three balls, no strikes. To Garrett Perez, the center fielder this evening for the Beavers. That fastball is in there, called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Andrew Magnus, the lefty, warming up now for the Cards. This one's ripped down the line. Kosenki picks it up, fires across the diamond to Taylor, and they get him. A speedy Perez, but a good arm from Grant Kosenki gets him for out number 1. Has it been 50-50 yet? I don't know. Still selling, maybe. So Garrett Perez grounds out to Grant Kosenki for out number 1, which keeps Tristan Rodriguez put at second. Jack Berry, the right fielder, now in. Singled in his last at bat in the 6th inning, but was left on. This one's hit to Kosenki again, called foul by third base umpire in Daryl Zimmer. Strike 1. It's a hard hit ball. Kosenki was near it, but it was foul. The 0-1 offering is a curveball high and upstairs, evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 offering from Sean Monroe is swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 offering from Sean Monroe is fouled back into the screen, keeps the count 1-2. The 1-2 offering once again. Call, third strike as Jack Berry is caught looking for out number 2. Drake Palat, the first baseman, back in 0 for 2 on his line this evening as well. That's it, Zach Taylor snagged out of the air. That is for the Beavers. No runs, 1 hit. No Yorkton Cardinal errors. They leave 1 man stranded. After 7.5 complete, it's the Yorkton Cardinals 7, Weyburn Beavers 1. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 8th. Right after this, you're watching Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 8th inning. Cardinals up 7-1 on the Weyburn Beavers as Garrett Houston, the right fielder, takes a first pitch swing and a miss. Same thing for the second pitch. No balls and 2 strikes to the Cardinals right fielder. Weyburn not happy with that call as it is on the outside corner. Not close, a little bit close to the outside corner. Houston's call looking either way out. Number 1. Grant Kosenki, 1 for 3 on his night. Playing very well for the Cardinals this evening. That is Wisconsin. Kosenki, a very good defensive player in third base, shortstop, wherever he is on the left side of that infield. Seems to be a vacuum over there. He used to catch everything. This one's on the inside corner upstairs, ball 1.
Greg?
Yeah.
Grant McCollum.
Oh, okay.
This one's ripped into the gap, and we got ourselves a base runner here in the 8th. Kosenki's moving, and he'll get in there. Grant Kosenki, a stand-up double late in the 8th inning here. So Grant Kosenki with the 1-out double here in the 8th inning as Tanner Huber, the second baseman, will step back in. Huber holds off, ball 1 upstairs. The 1-0 offering from Shandon Herrera is swung on and missed. 1-1 the count to Tanner Huber, the second baseman this evening for the Cardinals. 2 for 3 on his line so far this evening, and he pops this one straight up. Catcher's looking for it. Catcher heads back, and the catcher makes the catch for out number 2.
Huber fouls up the catcher for the second out. Bring up the designated hitter, number 12, Luke Shakira.
So Luke Shakira, who has an intentional walked in the 7th inning, last inning, will step up here for the Cards. 2 gone. Shakira is a big man, standing about, I'd say, 6'6", close to it. And he hits the ball hard. See if we can do it here. That one's on the inside corner. Almost hits him in the foot for ball 1. The curveball's in the dirt. Catcher has no idea where it is as Kosenki comes around third, and he'll stay there. 2 balls and no strikes as Kosenki moves over on the wild pitch. Shakira swings at this one. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. The 2-1 offering is in the dirt. Again, blocked from the catcher. 3 balls, 1 strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike to count to Luke Shakira, the Cardinals DH tonight. Swing and a miss, fills the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Two gone here in the Cardinal 8th. That one's called strike 3 on the outside corner. That'll do it for the Cards here in the 8th. We'll head to the top of the 9th. Cards still lead 7-1 on the Weyburn Beavers. We'll be right back. You're watching Yorkton Cardinals baseball here on YouTube Live. Stay tuned. Welcome back, Cardinal fans. We are here in the top of the 9th as the Weyburn Beavers are down 7-1 here in Yorkton. Cardinals up 7-1. Whichever way you want to say it, Cards lead 7-1. Dominic Sear, the left fielder, leading off for the Beavers here in the 9th. Sean Monroe still on the mound, today's starter, on 8 innings, only allowing 4 hits, 1 run. Cardinals, meantime, 7 runs, 12 hits this evening. Only 1 team error. So Dominic Sear will step in. 1 for 3 on his night tonight with a fly out, a double play victim, and also had a double. That one's in the dirt for ball 1. That one's in the inside corner, 2 balls and no strikes. That one's on the inside corner as well. 3 balls, no strikes to Dominic Sear. That one's taken for ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to begin the 9th for the Beavers. James McCallum, the DH, now stepping in. He is 0 for 2 with a walk, fly out, and a ground out in his last at bat. A ball in the outside corner as Monroe has thrown 5 straight balls here in the 9th. Cardinals do still have Andrew Magnus warming up in their bullpen, however, the lefty. That one is taken on the outside corner as well. Matt Corman will give him a visit, and while he is giving him a visit, we will take a look at the updated out-of-town scoreboard and the Western Canadian Baseball League tonight. In the bottom of the 7th, Swift Current increased their lead to 9-0 over the Brooks Bombers. That game's being played in Brooks at Elk Stadium. The Fort McMurray Giants lead the Edmonton Prospects in the top of the 6th, 6-1. The game between the Medicine Mavericks and Okotoks Dogs has been postponed to August 7th at 7:05, it says here. And the Regina Red Sox are currently leading the Melville Millionaires 11-2 in the top of the 7th inning. Back to Yorkton here, and James McCallum takes another pitch for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Good fastball from Sean Monroe is in there for a called strike. Still a big hand here. Haven't seen very many people leave. Lots of people are still sticking around as the Cards lead 7-1 here in the 9th. That one's taken for a ball outside as the Beavers now have runners on first and second ungone here in their 9th. And Sean Monroe will get a visit from bench boss in Robbie Dombrowski. 8 strong innings tonight for Sean Monroe. A big round of applause here at Jubilee Park, if you can hear it. Sean Monroe, 8 innings of work, leaving this game in line for the win. Then a standing ovation here at Jubilee Park. So while Andrew Magnus warms up here in the 9th, the Beavers have 2 runners on and gone. We'll be right back. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back with more Yorkton Cardinal baseball right after this. Welcome back to Yorkton Cardinals baseball. Andrew Magnus has thrown his warm-up pitches. He's ready to go as the Beavers do have runners on first and second here. None gone in the 9th, down 7-1. As Dominic Bravo, who is 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a ground out, and a fielder's choice to his line so far. A good curveball from Andrew Magnus catches the outside corner for strike 1. Oh, and on the count to Bravo, the third baseman. That one is outside, evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 offering to Bravo is swung on and missed for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Andrew Magnus takes a look in, gets the sign from Matt Corman. The 1-2 offering to Dominic Bravo is swung on and missed for out number 1.
Out number 1. Now batting first off number 37, Justin Summers. Justin fails to reach base. Beer goes on sale, $2 for $8 for 5 minutes at the Joe Beavers Beer Shop.
So 1 gone here in the Beavers' 9th. They do have a pinch hitter.
Pinch hitting is number 11.
Tyler Scott. So a change of plans here for the Weyburn Beavers as Tyler Scott will pinch hit for Justin Summers. So that'll do it for Summers for the evening as he takes the first pitch outside for ball number 1. Two balls, no strikes to Tyler Scott. Two balls, no strikes as Andrew Magnus steps off the mound and will look back in for a new sign. The 2-0 offering is just a tad bit upstairs, for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. That one's just a hot tad upstairs, too, as he draws the walk to load the bases here for the Beavers in the 9th. Carson Hawk will step in now for the Beavers with the bases loaded here. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a flyout and 2 groundouts to his name so far. Cardinals hoping to get a ground ball here, turn the double play, and get out of this. Lefty on lefty matchup here as Magnus is a lefty. The first pitch is outside for ball 1. A good fastball from Magnus is in there for a called strike. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 offering is swung on and missed from Carson Hawk. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Carson Hawk, the second baseman. The 1-2 offering. Wanted to swing at it, but holds off to even the count at 2-2. The 2-2 offering from Andrew Magnus is a good curveball. Called strike 3. 2 gone here in the Beavers 9. So Tristan Rodriguez is the last hope here as the Weyburn Beavers are down to their final out here at Jubilee Park, down 7-1. Bases are loaded, however. The first pitch to him is a good fastball in there for called first strike. The 0-1 offering is a ball in the dirt. A good block by Matt Corman to keep things in front of him. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the 1-1 offering from Andrew Magnus to Tristan Rodriguez is in there. A called second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Home plate umpire Warren Burrell. And one of the Weyburn Beavers. And some choice words from number 19. There's a little foul language from him. As a rule in the WCBL, as maybe you do not know, you need to be in the dugout. You can't just be sitting out. And there was a good handful of the Beavers players sitting out front of the dugout on buckets. And home plate umpire says, get in the dugout. 19 didn't listen. And he tossed him. So, a little bit of anger coming out of the Weyburn Beavers here late in the game. They do still have the bases loaded, though. So, Tristan Rodriguez is still 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to him as Andrew Magnus looks in. A good curveball. That does it. Cards win. Cards win. 7-1 the final over the Weyburn Beavers. What a ball game from the Yorkton Cardinals in front of their home crowd. They're getting a standing ovation. Hands are clapping. Cards win 7-1.
I'd like to thank everyone who supported us through the years and the time year. We're going to be out next year for more baseball here at Jubilee Park.
As the Cards will give a salute to their home crowd here as it is their final home game of the 2019 season. What a way to finish it off. Cards, 7 runs, 12 hits, only 1 team error in the victory as the Weyburn Beavers. 1 run off, 4 hits. A beautiful start from Sean Monroe going 8 strong innings. And Andrew Magnus comes out of the bullpen to shut things down. Once again, final score, Cardinals 7, Beavers 1. That'll do it from Jubilee Park. We'd like to thank everyone who has tuned in throughout the season, whether it's your first time, whether you've been here all season. I've appreciated you tuning in, listening to me. I know I can get annoying at times, but thank you for tuning into Cardinal Baseball. I am Luke Walters. I have been a pleasure calling Cardinal games all season. I will be back next year, and Cardinals will be back next year. So once again, final score here from Jubilee Park, Cardinals 7, Beavers 1. What a way to finish it off. Once again, I'm Luke Walters saying good night from Jubilee Park. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you again next year.